Hello everyone, welcome to my talk about the platform. Please welcome on stage 3 people. Victoria is the VP product of a very successful SaaS company. Alice is the principal software engineer there, and John is a customer. John uses the backup and recovery product. He has 5 employees and he serves customers from the US. That's why he signed up to the App One region in the US. Nice to meet you, I'm Hila. I'm a software engineer and a Scrum Master for more than 8 years. I work at On Backup. We, at On Backup, solve the problem of managing users in multiple geographical regions with the platform. Like all of you, I'm a backend developer and I know how to write code. But after building the platform, I'm a more client-facing developer now. I understand the business and the client, and that's why I'm so passionate about this platform. Let's go back to John. So John's company has been growing, so he has more employees and he serves customers from all over the world. That's why he has to sign up to the EMEA region in Europe and to the Australian region. Moreover, our imaginary SaaS company also growing, so it buys a new security product. John wants this product. Isn't it amazing? No. This is exactly the challenge. John has to sign up again to the new regions and add all his employees. This is only for one product. He also wants the security product with a completely different UI. If he wants to add a user or remove a user, he has to repeat the process. What a mess! How can we help John? The solution is the platform. If you also struggle with managing users in multiple geographical regions, this talk is for you. I will share with you my experience from building the platform, best practices, principles, and guidelines that can fit each and every one of you in your organization. Back to our Victoria. Victoria is a really good manager, so she always asks the right questions. She asks why. Why does it happen? Why does a user have to repeat the process again and again on each and every one of the regions? Alice, the developer, immediately knew the answer. She said, due to regulations, the SaaS company can take out the user's data outside of its geographical regions. They ended up with a very complex setup. Each region is a web server hosted in an EC2 machine, with completely different database and distinct URL. It's like islands. Me and a user in this island know anything about me as a user in that island, even though I have the same mail and the same username. Moreover, Alice added that the developers are frustrated. The different products were written in different times with different technologies. So when a developer has to use another product ability, it's very complicated, and in most of the times he finds himself writing the same code again and again. No, it's not a good practice, right? Victoria understood that something has to be done. She needs a solution. So she thought really long and really hard and came up with a vision: the platform. She handled an urgent meeting with all of the stakeholders and shared her vision. She wants one single login with one username and password to access all the regions, product, and SaaS providers that we support. The user will enjoy centralized account and user management. All of it will be wrapped up in modern and unified user experience. Obviously, the solution has to be secured. Alice was really excited about the new project. So she went to the window, started to draw rectangles, circles, arrows, cloud, a developer, and came up with a plan. She understood that her main problem are the distinct databases, that each user has different identity on each and every one of the databases. She has to merge all the regions together, so each user will have one identity across all the system. She needs one global service to be responsible for the user authentication, authorization, managing the passwords, enforce central account configuration, support security settings like multi-factor authentication, single sign-on, expiration rules, and more. Wow, sounds like a lot of work for Alice, right? Actually, this is exactly what an IDP is for. IDP stands for Identity Provider. It's a service that is responsible for user authentication and authorization. It provides one single login to all the application, depends on the user identity and permissions. We, at On Backup, chose Okta as our IDP. Let's have a brief with the user authentication flow. When the user wants to log into the system, he is being redirected to Okta login page. There, he enters his username and password and clicks on the sign in. He is being redirected again with the authorization code. There, the service attached the authorization code to the client circuit and client ID of the Okta app. We used OpenID Connect protocol. It's another identity layer on top of OAuth 2 protocol to provide user authentication. Then, the Okta OpenID Connect app responds with the JWT, JSON Web Token, aka JWT. The GEO region validates this JWT, and when it is approved, he can start the session. Wow! So now we have one globally user management service. He is serving all the geographical regions. Actually, we created another problem. The communication between them has to be secure and encrypted. In order to achieve that, we used MTLS and HTTPS. You probably ask yourself, what is MTLS? MTLS stands for Mutual TLS, Transport Layer Security. In TLS, the client validates the identity of the server, together with the certificate authority. It's a public and trusted entity, again, aka CA. So, the flow. The client do a request to the server. The server responds with the certificate and the name of the certificate authority. The client validates this certificate together with the certificate authority. He is checking the common name of the server. When it is approved, he can start the communication. MTLS, as we said, it's mutual TLS, so both the client and the server validating each other. We also have to make sure that the service is authorized to perform the action that he is requesting. In order to achieve that, we use machine-to-machine tokens. When a service in the GEO region wants to communicate with a service from the global cluster, he is requesting the authorization server in Okta. Like, hello, I'm the backup and recovery service from App 1. I want to go to the user service from the global cluster. I'm asking for read permissions. The authorization server responds with the JWT, again, JSON Web Token. The service in the GEO region forward this JWT in the headers to the service in the global cluster. The service then validates this JWT, and when it is approved, he responds with the requested resource. Okay, so now Alice has one entity to manage all her users. It's a global and secure entity. But our imaginary SaaS company serves thousands of clients. So this service has to be scalable, support high performance and high availability for all the users in all the products in all the regions. Moreover, the platform is the entry point to the system. So it has to be resilient. We don't want our poor customer John to get this error while he tries to log into the system, right? In order to achieve that in On Backup, we decided to keep up with the technology and to split the monolith into microservice architecture. We also used the managed solution of Kubernetes. This helped us to achieve high availability, scalability, self-healing, rolling updates, scaling up and scaling down according to demand, and much more. Let's have a look on the tech stack from high level. So the first layer is Kubernetes, as we said. The next layer are the Docker containers. We have base image that is built once in a while. From it, we build the service image and the test image when needed. We store the images in the ECR. Each Docker container runs a process of gUnicorn together with FastAPI. FastAPI is a Python web framework that is designed for high performance and speed. Among the many advantages of FastAPI, we leverage a few. FastAPI supports many plugins. For example, Pydantic for data validation serialization, SQL Alchemy for database integrations, middleware mechanism, and much more. Moreover, FastAPI has the ability to support auto-generation of OpenAPI documentation. We can take this documentation and forward to the other teams in our company for better and streamlined communication and integration. So now, we finished with our tech part. Do you remember what I told you about myself? No, it's fine. But I hope you still remember John, our client. The platform has many advantages for the customers. Single login with one password and one username to access all the regions, products, and SaaS providers that we support. With one click, with one set of credentials, the user will enjoy central account and user management. We support consistent security settings and account configurations from one place to all the system. We now provide cross-product abilities. As you probably don't remember, John used both the backup and recovery solution and the security product. We can now scan his data from the backup and alert for potential security risks to the security product. Yes, I know, it's smart. All of it will be wrapped up in a modern and unified UI and user experience. John is really happy now. Do you want to hear a secret? A successful product is a product that generates new revenue streams. Thanks to the platform, we improved our business. We enhanced the cross-selling processes. When the user is already logged into the system, he can navigate and see all the other products that we provide him. He can click on them, see the information, and even click and start a free trial without a salesperson. He is more likely to buy more products. We also enhance the upsellings. Thanks to the simple onboarding and easy navigation, it's easier now for a user to sign up to new regions and add all his existing users. On top of that, the release of new products is easier now. The R&D team can be focused on the business logic of the service without all the infrastructure that the platform is handling for him. John, the customer, is really happy now. The developers are more productive, and we make more money. We solved the user management in multiple geographical regions problem. Here, my story ends, and it is exactly the right time for you to go and implement your next generation platform. Good luck. Thank you.